And on this small map with the elementals at a certain point in dampening, they're looking to overwhelm. We'll see if they can do it. Maro going to be blinking away, using shifting power, trying to reset his cooldowns. He's got the combustion available. And let's see, Asgraf moves forward, looking for a pounce down. And Mercy just gets dropped! The Quaking Palm on Lone Tar! That's all it took, is just a shimmer into a Quaking Palm with a pounce on the Shaman. And it actually paid off. I can't believe it.
With an Ursul's Vortex pinning Mystic and Mercy for a moment, and they aren't able to get a kill during that Necrolord banner timing. That was beautiful peels, and once again, Mercy isolated and getting iced out here. Home run to Skill Capped. Utter domination. Skill Capped are on point today.
Not making it easy at the same time, though. Relza is in a lot of trouble. Trades out the Rapture to spam powered shield. Zuniaki still getting low. Fall trap.
That's it.
That's it.
On Chaz. Zuniaki, how are you possibly going to survive? One Shadowman gets
He
interrupted, and Chaz manages
Void
to
Eruption.
survive some heals. Big Void Eruption here on Relza, but still the heals coming in from Tony. I want to see the healing done by Tony in this match, keeping his team nice and stable. Zuniaki can't really chase. Relza just running right now with the soul shape. Let's see if he can actually survive. Waz is all over him in battle stance, trying to get some damage out. He gets feared away, though. At the same time, Tony getting rotted down. This game is just so back and forth, but Horizon definitely on the back foot right now. But they have spoken too soon.
Relza. Oh my god, Zuniaki's gonna die on the opposite side. There's no way. Casu and Tony are winning the game on the flip side here. For Waz finally returning to the spot. Waz eats the trap there to get a mind control onto Chaz, but Zuni has recovered here. Zuniaki gonna have this diversion up in 5 seconds. Tony here, super low in HP, and I don't think he has anything really to work with. The survival instinct's about to run out, and it will. Waz also taking a lot of pressure here from the Queens. Tony just running around. He's on the run. He's just kiting around. He gets a heal. Waz still rotting down a little bit from Casu here. Now Relza has a little bit of cooldowns to work with. He gets the pain suppression off. Tony's still just running around, trying to get some bleeds, trying to get a mangle. Now Waz going for Relza. Tony ducks back in. They got a full trap on the chest. There's the shackle down onto Tony. There's the shackle on Casu onto Waz. It could be a cross kill. Both people could go down here. Tony manages to kite it out. He bashes up Zuniaki. Zuniaki's going to trinket. Relza's in a full cyclone. I have no idea if Tony's going to survive this. There's no way he's going to survive this. Relza comes out of the cyclone. He has the leap of faith. He pulls him back to the pillar. And Tony stays alive.
Wait,
there's the spear. It misses. It misses on Tony. And Tony now gets aggressive onto Waz. How is this still going on, Super Tees?
This is absolute bonkers here in game number one. Waz could fall. There's not much left for Chaz. He has 0 mana in the tank. Are they going to pull this off? Zuniaki, he's trying to pull out emergency measures with void volleys, but Waz and Tony could go down. Shadow or Death Range. Is Tony going to fall? He interrupts Zuniaki, runs for his life behind the pillar with absolutely nothing left here. I don't think Zuniaki can keep up the chase. He goes for the Unholy Nova, trying to get as much pressure out as he can with the Necrolord Covenant, but it looks like Tony is recovered. Horizon are stable at half health here, and Zuniaki is going to get taken out, and I can't believe it that Horizon took this game. There were so many moments where I'm thinking, oh, Waz has got this. Relz is out of it. A fear with no Berserker Rage. Oh, Tony's out of here. He's got nothing. Runs around the pillar, just around the corner. Just, I can't believe this game won. This was Method's game. And Spirit Bastion onto Casu. And it looks like a barrier is going to get dropped, protecting the whole team. There's a high-value barrier from Relza. That yellow shield just protecting the whole team, reducing significant damage. So Waz is just going to fear up everybody. There's buy time for Chaz to drink, but he might not have enough time. He's stunned behind the pillar on game number 3. Chaz tries to go in, but it's not enough. He's down at 1% and gets absolutely chopped. Waz can't believe it. He tried to set that up with a full fear under the whole team, but they just immediately pounced on top of him and punished. Gates have opened on match point, and Waz takes to center pillar. Zuniaki posted up with him as well, trying to find Casu and Tony in stealth. Looks like they pulled the Hunter out, so they're going to start the fight onto Zuniaki, work at breaking down that Fleshcraft and isolate the target. Now swapping over to Waz with a freezing trap on the Chaz. Nice entangling root, hits the grip. Beautiful timing, and Waz is getting smoked here in game number 4. Horizon, absolutely stunning aggression. And they will be advancing to face Skill Cap.
I mean, definitely. Let's see if they can continue the pressure. Relza on the back foot right now. Skill Cap looked a little bit more durable in this match, and they've been doing a much better job getting offensive as well. But Blizzo might just get dropped.
That's it.
It does. A beautiful setup as soon as I say it, the caster curse, I'm like, oh, yeah, skill cap, they're looking real durable. The next setup, it's a trap, it's a stun. Blizzo's deleted, and Horizon moved to match point. Look at Casu. I mean,
and he will get his defensive proc there from the Kyrian, but more CC onto Askaraf. There's the Disorienting Roar. Can he get a Cyclone? Can he get anything else? There's a Bash now as well. Relza pushing in and gets a PR Fear.
No way!
Trinket, but is it enough?
1%!
On 1%.
No way!
It's match
They've
point.
done it! Horizon close it out. 3-0? 3-0 against skill capped.
Unreal.
This is unbelievable. Unprecedented in Europe. Reload really can't afford to lose here. Mana is running down to its absolute limit here for both sides. Shackles of Malediction around the corner by Waz, trying to close the game out onto Lontar. Mercy and Valet are trying to make their way around the corner. Mass Dispelling crowd control and landing a double fear, stalling the fight, and Chaz has hit absolute rock bottom. 0 mana remains for him. His last Nature Swiftness likely of the game. If Mercy gets uptime, they force Ice Block, they shatter it. Kidney Shot on the Shattering Throw, Cheap Shot on Valet. There's no Mass Dispel. Lontar stops Chaz's drink though, but he had to push up aggressively. And now Shackles are coming in. He gets stunned on his trinket and KO'd. And Chaz, with the epic drink bait, manages to get his team a win out of nowhere. Mercy swaps to Tessia. Now they're stunned up, but Lontar pre-astral shift. Lontar has preemptively used everything against the universe to survive at this moment in time, but Combustion is still available. He could just get dropped without a stun here. He's got no more defense. Here comes the Combustion. Tessia's pushing for the game-winning play, but Lontar line of sights him around the corner and manages to survive. Defying death time and time again. Reload Esports. Unbelievable. Chaz is trying to recover Waz. Waz Shadow steps away. How is Waz still alive at this point? Dispelling off the dots. Running for his life, but a full polymorph on Lontar. Around the corner. Is Waz going to be able to stabilize? A Bash defensively. Trying to just crowd control the whole team and maybe win here. Mercy, you've got to trinket this, right? There's no way. Full polymorph, cheap shot. Trinket from Mercy. He's got intervened. Waz is actually going to go down. Battle stance. He shadowy duels defensively on Lontar. Can Lontar kill Waz? The Lava Burst! The Lava Burst from Lontar on Waz. How is he alive? 1% health on Waz. Mercy leaps over. Mercy is the angriest warrior I've ever seen. That's the aggressive die by the sword that I wanted to see from Mercy. Go for the kill. Reload Esports have done it. Wanting to get more value out of Earthshield against the Assassination Rogue and focused more on defense, but getting through Ice Block Medallion. Quaking Palm for the win as Panda into full fear. Tessia's in a stun. Waz needs to help. Where is Waz? He's not able to do anything. Tessia is getting burned down at match point. There's nothing left for Chaz. He has no cooldowns. He goes for a Swiftman. Tessia, he wraps around the corner. This is such... Oh man, you would be sweating right now in that position. Now they're turning it around. Combustion. Big damage on the Lontar. Mercy Trinket intervenes and manages to stabilize Lontar.
Doesn't look like it. Lontar is doing a great job just kiting Waz around that corner without that shadows. Really struggling to get some uptime. He actually trinkets a route just to get this, and this could be the game here. Valet is in position here. Shifting power, resetting his counter spell, lands the counter spell, and Waz, you are absolutely right. Yes, we are moving on to the next series. Method EU staying alive here in the lower bracket.
He's running out of cooldowns here as his Iron Bark is about to fade. 10 seconds away from Dispersion. Askrath is on the run trying to reposition, but the damage is still going up higher and higher from Method EU. Can they close it out? A massive swing, and they manage to do it. 1%. Dispersion comes off cooldown right when Tessia pulls the trigger on Combustion. Maybe it won't matter. Prophecy is still taking a lot of damage at this point. Method EU are really taking it to them, but now Tessia with no Ice Block is on the back foot. Suddenly things are spiraling out of control. Tessia trying to get back to the pillar, waiting for Chaz to assist as Chaz uses his medallion to break crowd control and recover. Now Waz on the back foot, and that was their moment for victory. Now 28 seconds to the next vendetta for Waz to try and close it out.
This is unbelievable, and they might just reverse it here onto Tessia. He used his Ice Block aggressively to try to close out the game, and Frosty lived at 1% health. If Tessia ends up going down as a result, I mean, that is going to be incredibly frustrating for the side of Method EU, but still have a bit to go. Tessia retreats behind the pillar, doesn't want to be taking too much of that wizard damage. They make a swap over onto Waz, but with Cloak of Shadows, he looks like he's going to be okay. They do have the Vendetta. He decides to just rip it. There's no defense for Frosty whatsoever. Asgroth has a huge heal. He trades up the Nature Swiftness. Perfectly what he should have done. That's exactly what he needed to do. Before Frosty gets too dangerous, before the CC lands, just top him off. And now they've bought the time that they need. Still Trinket Iron Bark. He's still got the dispersion, the greater fade, rotating
Tessia!
back up, and it's Tessia! He actually might just get dropped! He's 5
He's on fire!
behind the pillar.
It
He's
is!
burning down. He's gonna get
It's
paused,
in.
but
It's behind
they
the
can't-
pillar.
They can't kill
It's
him.
behind the
He's
pillar.
fine.
Morrow
Morrow
is
there.
Morrow is there.
The bald egg, Morrow!
Drops in at the nick of time. Unbelievable skill cap with the reverse. I mean, Method EU, they were so close. 47% dampening. Everyone has Mortal Strike on them at all times in this game. Everyone has Sharpened Blade on them at this point in the game, so healing is very stressful for these teams. They need to avoid damage and deal as much damage as possible, and that's where they can pick up a lot of momentum. Waz going to be going after Frofsy right now. Looks like Azrath in a prime position to heal him up. See what he's going to be able to get done. Chaz, not too much mana left at this point of the game. Master Spell onto Morrow. They need to free Morrow in the game so he can get something done. Potential Bringer Frost gets interrupted. Here's a smoke bomb, immediate dispersion, but they can continue the chain.
Oh,
I think they
I
get
think
it.
this is it.
Method EU, they're going to be able to battle it back. Frosty
No
down to
way.
10% health, and he is going
Oh,
to get
blind.
dropped.
What?
No way, a full blind. Can Frosty actually live? Asgroth, he's got nature
bash.
He just needs to get there. That beautiful silence. The bash, where is it?
The clone at low health.
Frosty's
He's
getting
got
out.
NS.
They need to get it. The poly
I
they
get
kick him down.
chipped.
Beautiful crowd control chain coming in from Method EU, and they do it. Unbelievable from Chaz and Waz. Can't believe it. I mean, that was insane. How long? We're going to see in the replay. Asgroth was CC'd forever, and they almost lived. That was actually great. I mean, Waz goes after Asgroth. They get the bar chain. He's got no trinket, and now there's a huge all-in potential. Frofsy, he does not have his trinket. So what they need to do is get a setup onto Asgaroth, get crowd control on Frofsy, and they could easily just blow him out of the water. This is what they're setting up. Polymorph on Asgaroth. Here's the kidney shot. Here is all the damage. Frofsy gets interrupted. Can
No
they
way.
take him down?
No
He's so
way.
low. Method does it. Perfect.
Wow.
Beautiful crowd control and burst. They set that up perfectly. This is the Method EU we know and love. That was absolutely perfect.
And it looks like they want to go after Waz here. Morrow popping his combustion. Waz caught up in a stun. He's going to trinket. He's going to fade. He's going to try to survive here. Tessia with the alter time as well as the triune. But now
setup.
Waz pulls the trigger.
They're
This is
going
the setup.
for it.
They have
He's
not
done.
changed.
They're going
This could
for
be
it.
everything. He's on 1%. And Method EU with the reverse sweep. In the semis, in the lower bracket finals, they find the way to victory, and they manage to turn it around with the sub-rogue. Tessia is playing this game absolutely beautifully. Cassie, what are you going to do? The next kidney shot is coming. We all know it. And there it is. Now
Pre-barrier.
Waz goes for the kidney shot onto Relza. Pre-barrier comes out. Double ring of frost opportunity for Tessia. He gets kicked. He gets kicked again on the ship. That was the Shadow Word Death. He can still spam zone Relza here by just casting
That
ship. He
clone.
can blink for it and land it, and he will. And Relza has trinket, but if he trinkets, there's not going to be a trinket for the next blind, and that's going to be up in about 40 seconds. He chooses to trinket into a Cyclone. Can Chaz Cyclone Kasu now? That is the big question here. Chaz gets feared up. He has trinket. He doesn't
What?
get it
No
out.
trinket?
Waz is in a stun. Chaz needs to trinket here. He's not trinketing. He gets the nature swiftness. Waz hangs on, and the next setup is happening right now.
Combust.
There's the combustion. There's the bash.
No
Big
way.
damage coming in. Can Chaz land it? He lands the knock into the
That's
entangling roots. What an insane knock by Chaz at the end of this one. Absolute peak performance, and he was not lying on Twitter. Go follow him right now as well.
Literally in the next 20 seconds, or I think they're about to lose. They blind Relza. If Waz gets in range of Kasu, he's gonna die. Waz Shadow steps into kidney shot. Tony jumps over to help. Waz trinkets to go for the kill. They pop combustion, but he roar of sacrifices. Is roar of sacrifice gonna be enough? They grip Kasu back to the pillar. If Kasu can somehow hold on here, he's got pain suppression. Is he really gonna die through pain suppression? Roar of sacrifice. Rapture comes through, but Relza has 0 mana. They still need to find a target to kill. Tony is trying to whittle away Chaz, but he's just not finding momentum. They go after Waz. Waz shadowy duels one-on-one with Kasu, down to half health in game number 3. Method EU looking to move to match point. They have mana advantage. Tessia's moving in with Soul Shape, looking for crowd control. They're confident. They sap Tony. They stun up Kasu, and Relza is absolutely tapped. There is 0 mana left. He barely survives the stun. He gets an exhilaration, but Relza's now interrupted. He blinks out of the Ring of Frost. He feigned deaths at 10%. They're battling it out to the absolute bitter end with 0 mana left in the tank, but Waz Shadow steps in, and with crowd control across the board, Method EU have solved Horizon, it looks like. This game should be done and dusted for Method EU unless Kasu pulls off a miracle. He's running for his life behind the fence line while his teammates are crowd control, but Waz catches up. but he doesn't KO him in the stun lock. Kasu is now out of a stun. How long can he kite and stall here? His exhilaration comes up in 15. They're setting up damage on Waz, trying to blast him away. They get Chaz's trinkets. They've got evasion out of the way. There's maybe potential for Kasu to pull off a miracle here, but he is dancing with death on match point. They have to reverse sweep 4 games in a row. Waz is moving in for the game-winning stun. Gets rooted, gets dispelled. Tessia gets interrupted. Waz is falling behind. Kasu is in the full stun. This could be it for Kasu. Tony is emergency healing, but instantly counterspelled. And Kasu is about to get KO'd. Powered shield comes in at the last possible second, but now cycloned at low health. If they can switch any crowd control on Relza is abandoning the mission, trying to go behind the pillar, but Tessia's zoning in, Chaz is zoning in. Kasu trying to disengage back to him. He's done everything that he can. They get a full fear. Can they kill Waz through Ironbark with a full fear? Can they do it? Can Horizon do it and reverse it back? They have in game 4 on match point with nothing left. Put a point on the board. Kasu gets out of the smoke bomb, but now Cyclone down in Penance at low health. No heals incoming. They need to make sure he doesn't get cycloned again. He gets cycloned again. If they can switch crowd control over to Relza, it could be devastating. The counterspell Relza. Tessia's chasing Relza. Can Relza death the Dragon's Breath here and avoid the crowd control? Tessia's moving in his line of sight. Dragon's Breath looks like it may have got death. They're not finding crowd control, but Tony's in a full sap. Kasu is going to be all alone right now, but it doesn't seem like they want him. They're going after Relza. Cheap shot, polymorph now, Shadow Step, reconnect. Everyone's crowd controlled. Kasu on match point gets blasted at 1%. He's going to aspect of the turtle. Oh, that is lucky at that point. Kasu stays alive with aspect of the turtle, running behind the pillar, trying to hold out, but there's such little mana remaining for his team.
Kasu and really slowing down that damage. Let's see if they can actually get a stun. It doesn't look like they can just yet. Cyclone now onto Relza. Waz moves forward, looking to get a stun, but unable to find it. Relza trades up the Raptor.
That's it!
How? And deleted. Horizon do it. They stay alive. They turn the pressure around, then drop Waz, put another point on the board. There it is, a polymorph on Relza. Kasu incredibly low. He needs to be very careful. Relza trades out his trinket, but now look, Waz has his blind. He could blind. He could just close out the game. Should they wait for the stuns? I feel like they should. Just wait for the stun DR. It's going to be a combustion. He gets ripped out by Tessia, just trying to get the damage. A full kidney shot into a potential full blind. There it is.
They reconnected.
Kasu's on the run. Method EU, they reconnect. Can they take him down? Tony, do
1 second left.
Onto a cyclone. Kasu barely able to maybe hold on. He's got sacrifice. They can't crit him, so he's very durable right now, but I don't think it's enough.
1 second left.
Method EU,
1 second left.
1 Radiance lands. Raptor for Relza, and Kasu survives. Can he survive much longer? Chaz goes for a cyclone on Kasu. No, a kidney. It's never ending.
Never-ending nightmare right now for Relza. How on earth is Kasu alive? This Waz is gonna die.
Bullshit.
Zico, I can't believe this. Full kidney shot on Kasu. Smoke bomb on match point. Damage launched forward. 3 seconds away. 2 seconds away from aspect of the turtle. Kasu now has defensives. Relza's working with 0 mana. Horizon are on a short clock on match point. The crowd control is endless. Trying to take down Waz. Ironbark denies the kill. Now they swap back to Tessia. Trying to blast him. He blocked aggressively earlier on. Perhaps they still have a chance to take him out. Tony is assisting Kasu throughout the polymorphs on Relza. Kasu holds on by a thread. He snipes a freezing trap around the corner, but he is so dangerously low. And Relza has 0 mana left. I don't think he can even press a Radiance at this point. He's trying his best to get mana back, tossing out the masks from the Night Fae, doing whatever he can. Waz gets stunned up and he pre-faints the stun. Maybe it won't matter, but they blind Tony. No trinket. Triple crowd control with no trinket on Tony. A full sap out. Relza's just waiting for Kasu, and he manages to turtle just in time. And Relza is actually regenerating mana amidst all of this crowd control. He's going to be able to Radiance a couple more times throughout this fight, potentially hold his team together. He's got pain suppression as well for one more go. Waz has no trinket, and he died last game with no trinket. Can they take Waz out here? Chaz gets speared on his trinket. Horizon are doing the unbelievable. How is this possible? Waz on 10%. He goes down. Kasu snipes him and brings us to game 7.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Both reactions from both
like, how
of
are
these
they
guys?
living so long? Kasu, I mean, there was a moment in that game where Relza went into a full kidney shot, into a full blind, into a full polymorph, into a cyclone, into a kidney shot, and the hunter didn't die. Like, how is it possible?
Yeah, It most certainly is. Emotions are running high right now for both of these teams. I think we've got a little bit of a delay going on behind the scenes. Maybe one of the teams has used their delay timer. I don't blame them either, frankly. This is both of their last chances to try and win this tournament, and everything is really going to count right now. What's up, Sid?
You remember the old strats, Ven, where like if you won a game, you'd go take a break and go backstage and go like take a break and just mess with them and let them still in their loss and their defeat. Like if I was Horizon and I had delay time, I would just delay just to tilt method even further. So like
this is Horizon's delay.
This is Horizon's 100%. This is the move you make. Is like when you win a game, you use delay, because the other team, when they've lost, is just like, should have done this better. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. We could have done this better. Why didn't he die? This could have been better. Like you're just leaving them in their own little hectic situation after playing the entire day. And Horizon can just be like, yep, we're just gonna chill. This is exactly what you do. Like this is actually experience. Like I think a lot of teams don't consider this. It's like the tilt factor. Like
the mind games,
use your break time to like. I mean, maybe they actually do need a break. It's easily possible that they actually just need to go to the bathroom or something. But there's the added bonus of using your delay time when you win, using your delay time just to let the other team sit in their tilt.
Yeah, but they don't have Roar of Sacrifice, and Tessie has Combustion. Let's see, can he get the sheep? And there it is, he's sending it. Relza immediately trinkets, gets down on his trinket. Do they have any more CC? That's the question. It doesn't look like it. The pain suppression should be enough to deflect here, but they were able to get Relza's trinket here. That is very, very crucial here. But now Waz needs to stay alive here. He has no trinket, and neither does Chaz. All they need is just a trap onto Chaz, and then Relza can just blink in with a soul shape into a full fear, and they can secure it right now. Preemptive barrier gets dropped by Relza. Both of these teams definitely trying to
This is it.
There it is. This is the setup. Waz, how are you going to survive this one? Full stun into full stun into a kill. And Casu cannot believe it. Horizon have done it. They're gonna win 4 in a row and reverse sweep method EU in the grand finals. The curse of Aya holds strong.
Hey,
This is I want to say this is a historic moment. I feel like it's been so long since a team has been able to kind of break the status quo in Europe. It's always method, it's always skill capped, and Horizon has showed up in a huge way. They had an absolutely phenomenal year, and here they come into the top 4. They basically beat everyone. They beat method, they beat skill cap, they beat method again.